Yo, what's up, subscribers? Man, it's gonna be a voiceover. Playing Uncharted 1 right now. Finished up getting the platinum trophy for it. Let's see. Today's video is gonna be about my basic training experience. U.S. Army basic training experience. I've been in for almost 4 years now, so I went to basic in July of 2017. Man, I have a wife and I had a daughter that I had to leave behind for 2.5 months. Man, so let's see. So first, you go through the whole MEPS thing, you go to the hotel, and then you fly out the next day. Or if you live closer to the base that you're going to, you drive out there. You get bused out there. I lived in California and I went to Fort Jackson, so quite a bit of ways away. Let's see, I flew out there like 3 days after my 23rd birthday, 22nd birthday, 23rd birthday. Yeah, I got there July 24th. So you stay at reception for a couple days, and reception is you're just finishing up all your paperwork and getting all your medical stuff ready, and you do that one last you can admit that you lied about anything, and then after that, amnesty period, something like that, and then after that you go to basic. You go to your actual basic training. Start basic training. So when I was at reception, all of us, we didn't have toilet paper in our bathroom at all. So the whole time we were thinking that the drill sergeants were just messing with us, but we were just dumb and we just weren't stocked. So we would have a doctor's appointment at the hospital, and everyone would just be, taking a poop there because they couldn't do it in the barracks until like 3 or 4 days after we got there. Someone, I don't even know who did it, had the courage to ask the drill sergeant for toilet paper.
Here they come.
And they're like, "You dumb private. You guys should have asked for toilet paper this whole entire time." I was like,
"Are you freaking kidding me?"
And the next day we started basic training. So, let's see, shark attack. I don't do a shark attack anymore, but my shark attack wasn't that bad. So we just got off the bus, and our bags were thrown into a huge pile, and they gave us 60 seconds to find our bags. It's possible. There's like 100, 200 bags there that you gotta find your name on the bag. Well, your name wasn't even on the bag at the time. Wait, was it? No, it wasn't. We did that at basic, and then our punishment was to hold our duffel bag with all of our stuff in it, probably like 30 pounds, above our head for a couple minutes, and we got smoked. That was it. And then we went to our bay where our sleeping quarters at, and we just started like labeling all our bags, and so we got bunks that chosen for us, and a locker, and then a whole lot of smoking. So, I mean, the basic training now is different than it was then, but now you guys have to go through the forge and all these different ruck marches. We only have to do 3 ruck marches. I think you guys have to do like 4 or 5 now, and then longer distances. So, that kind of sucks, but you'll be fine. You just have to get into the mentality that the difference is kind of foreign to us. You're not a civilian anymore. You're part of the U.S. military, government, employee. What else is there? So you barely had any free time, and every second I got, I was writing a letter to my wife and daughter, family back home. I mean, every second. So every second I had, like the bus rides to the range, or you're just sitting there when you're waiting for other people to shoot and qualify or whatnot. And then at night you would I'd write, spend like an hour writing. And you had to pull duties, you had to pull CQ, you had to pull fire guard, do it in the middle of the night. That sucked, but it is what it is. Let's see what else happened. Make sure you label your if you're going to basic, you got to make sure you label your PT shirt, PT bottom, shorts, with your name on it, because there's going to be some thieves. They're going to take your stuff, they're just trying to get their stuff back. There's only one thief in the Army, everyone else is just trying to get their stuff back. You'll hear that saying a lot. And then depending on what company you're going to, or how the company is, you might be able to get promoted at the end of basic for, being the top soldier, top 10% PT test. That's what I did. I was in the top 10%. I literally beat this one guy who's like 4 or 5 years younger than me. I beat him by 1 or 2 push-ups, and I got promoted. I mean, only to a PV2, but still make more money. What else happened? Yeah, so for those ruck marches, you gotta make sure you get some moleskin, and I hid some snacks. You're not supposed to, but during the ruck, I hid some of the MRE, like beef jerky or peanuts. I hid some of those, and then during the ruck march, I'd eat it like halfway through just to get some energy. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you just shut up when you're not supposed to be talking. Like, it's unnecessary. If you're cleaning your weapon, don't fucking, be too loud cleaning your weapon, talking to people. You're just gonna get messed up for that. What else? Make sure you do PT on your own. That's another reason how I beat that guy, is because I would just do push-ups, sit-ups. Sometimes we went down during the summertime, so we couldn't really run outside because of how hot it was, but I'd do like laps around our barracks just to get some cardio in. Time will fly by. You'll graduate before you even know it. I'd eat. Make sure you eat healthy too when you go to the BFAC. They would have those little like V8 vegetable drink. I'd drink one of those every single meal, or at least every single lunch, I think it was. Yeah. That's about it. And then let's see, Nick at Night. That was pretty intense. Nick at Night is where you have to like crawl through gunfire in the middle of the night, and there's like mortars going off, and you're supposed to like duck your head when the simulation mortar goes off, and you start crawling right after that. And I put my ear pro, I put it way too far into my ears. I was just so nervous, and the whole time my ears were just killing me because of just how painful, or how deep I put it into my ears. And I didn't put them in correctly. So I was so nervous that you'd like lose your hearing because of the gunfire. It was just so painful. That's about it. We had a couple girls. They failed some of the ruck marches, so they had to like. Kind of funny. They had to do the ruck march around the track. So they had to go around the track like 50 times or something like that. It's crazy. And then we had our red phase test or blue phase test, the final test, and it doesn't even count. So you shouldn't, man. So I failed like a couple things on it. It was like the proper clearing method of your rifle, and I failed it. And you were supposed to get recycled, but nothing happened to me. I didn't even have the paper still. Like, they didn't even collect it. So everyone that's nervous about not passing basic training, it's almost guaranteed as long as you don't turn crazy. Oh man, I forgot. There was a couple people that turned like pretty crazy. It was like day 2, and this dude it was called toe to line. So it was like there was like a rectangle box in the middle of our bay, and it was called the kill zone. That was like the drill sergeant's area. No one else could go in there, so we would just put our toes to the red. It was a whole red box. So we put our toes to the red, and it was just called toe to line. Well, anyways, he was just standing there. It was like day 2. He was just standing toe to line, and he was like, "I'm a soldier. I'm a killer. I'm a soldier." And he just kept repeating that, and it was like 2100, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. And we were all trying to go to bed, and he was just doing that the whole time. So the drill sergeants were yelling at him, telling him to shut up and get in bed, and they finally threatened to call the MPs, and then he still was, I'm a soldier, I'm an American soldier. He just started going on with the creed, and then finally the MPs came and they took him away. We never saw him after that. We had this another guy who, I don't know why he was crazy, but he was just a troublemaker. He offered someone $300 to bring back a live round from the range so he could shoot one of the drill sergeants. Don't fucking be stupid at basic training. It's unnecessary. Don't fuck around with females. Fuck around with males. If you're a female, don't fucking, it's not worth it. Because it could start you. Someone else could be offended by it and get in trouble for it. So just fucking mind your own business. And you can make some friends, but don't get caught up in a shady situation. Don't enter a room alone with another person or opposite sex. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Yeah. That's it. If you guys have any questions, something I didn't touch up on, let me know. And then I went to AIT. I'll do another video on this, but I went to AIT at Fort Eustis, so. Alright guys, well, to my couple subscribers, I'm gonna let you go. Bye. Stay home and game, peeps.